The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And again, that world premiere music from Linkin Park coming up at 9. We got a check-in from Kenzie coming up here at about 8:30.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so cool. That's why Al Roker Jr. is here, filling in for her maternity leave. We'll talk about her beautiful baby. But before we get there, no prize associated with this. I just want what's going on in your brain when you're sitting there in your car, especially when we talked about what's going on LaGrange Road. We see the traffic backed up all the way. This might kill a few minutes for you. That's what I'm trying to do, is just help out here. That's what I do. I help people, Roker.
That's right.
That's what I do.
Here.
I'm a humanitarian.
You're kind of the Mother Teresa of radio.
Yeah, I'm the UN.
You're something.
When I fly into terrible situations, that's what I am.
Oh, no.
You're like Dennis Rodman going to North Korea.
That's what it's for. Thank you, Roker. That's what it's like.
We finally got there, what I am. Yeah. I'm Dennis Rodman going to North Korea. So just guess here, 312-591-8300. Again, no prize on this. What do you think is going on here?
All right, Nelly, let's do this quietly. Let's do it quietly. Hi, Nelly. All right, Nelly, we got it. You're okay. You're okay. Did you just rip my shirt, Nelly? All right, Nelly, we hear you.
Well, that was upsetting.
Wow.
What do you think?
Speechless.
Yeah. What do you think's going on there? First on your head, call up 312-591-8300 and tell us. And I will tell you when we get back at 8:20 exactly what's going on there in that audio.
I don't want to say play it again, but maybe play just a few seconds of it.
Oh, yeah, it's a little long for a few seconds of what was going on. Here we go.
All right, Nelly, let's do this quietly.
Oh, my God.
What do you think's going on there? 312-591-8300.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
All right, here we go. We have some audio we're going to play for you, and you have to guess what you think is going on here. Here is that audio.
All right, Nelly, let's do this quietly. Let's do it quietly. That's all.
Okay, Roker, do you want to take a guess what you think's going on there? Or are you afraid to say it?
I was, the first thing that came to my mind was deliverance. The next thing that came to my mind was it was a pig giving birth.
Ah.
But when he's going, let's do this quietly, how about it's inseminating a pig?
Oh. I didn't know pigs had trouble having babies.
I didn't know either, but you asked me. That's what
yeah.
That's what I figured that would sound like.
I'm telling you, you are wrong. Let's go to Charlie in Manhattan.
I figured I was.
Charlie, ahoy, what do you think's going on there in that audio?
Ahoy, gentlemen. I'm kind of in the same boat with the pig thing. I said a pig being castrated, and I hope I'm wrong.
A pig being castrated. Sir, you are wrong, so congratulations. But a good guess. Have a great day, bud. Aaron's checking in from Arlington Heights. Ahoy, what's going on?
Ahoy. So I know for a fact that it's a pig getting its nails trimmed.
A pig getting his nails trimmed. How do you know that by a fact?
Pigs will yell for everything. And that was not yelling very loud, for the record. And the guy's voice says, dude, we do this every time. Calm down.
Good analysis.
Wow.
Not right.
Oh!
Not right.
Oh.
I know, but thanks, Aaron. You have a great day. Thanks for listening. Yes, you did. Let's see here. Sarah's checking in from Joliet, hometown of Al Roker. Well, you don't want to call that your hometown. You live in Joliet.
I do live there.
But you were born.
I was born here.
South side of Chicago, Hyde Park, represent.
That's exactly right.
Mm-hmm. So, Sarah, what do you think's going on there in that audio?
So my first thought was, like you said, deliverance, like animals like giving birth. I was thinking, pig, donkey giving birth, and the human's trying to help them. But now I'm thinking maybe a pig, donkey had something stuck, like a splinter, or maybe something stuck in his ass or something, and they're trying to get it out.
So a donkey has a splinter in his ass.
Well, I appreciate now I have a visual to go with it, even if it's not right.
Thank you, Sarah, for that for the weekend. That's very nice to give that a visual.
Of course.
That's not right. I'm sorry, Sarah.
All right.
All right, you have a good one. Here it is one more time, and I'll tell you what it is right after we play a little bit more. What was going on in this audio? This is what it sounds like.
All right, Nelly, let's do this quietly. Let's do it quietly.
So what is happening in that audio is a man cuddling on his couch with his giant pet pig. And then a second pig comes in the room and wants to get on the couch too. And then immediately falls asleep on the man's lap. That's when the second pig is on his lap while he's cuddling with the other pig. And then a third pig gets up on the couch and causes chaos at the end.
Where is this guy? Where the hell is he? He's got 3 pigs.
Oh,
And drives his tractor to school.
He's up in the Hancock building.
Yeah.
He lives up there. We'll probably try to post this video if we can, Case. Life with Pigs. That's the name of the Instagram page.
That was disturbing.
Yeah. You're not in for that?
No, I'm sorry, I'm not.
Dogs are nice.
Dogs are very, they don't make sounds like that.
Yeah, you can just get a dog. It's fine. But there you go. That's what's going on.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And a couple weeks after the blessed event, here she is. Kenzie's back. Yeah. All right. People have been asking. And of course, the pictures are up by Q101's Facebook page of your beautiful child, your beautiful boy.
Aw, thank you.
And a lot of people also checking in, just wanting to hear from you and on this journey that we actually said once we were able to get the information of, hey, what's going on with Kenzie? Have you heard? No, I haven't heard. And then finally, 18 and a half hours of labor to deliver. Are you still in labor?
Oh, my God. You don't even understand how mad I was because I did all that stupid crap everyone told me to do, and it still took 18 and a half hours.
You were what? You were walking up and down the stairs sideways. I'm sure you were eating spicy foods. And
Spicy foods, dates, ass tea, as we call it. Raspberry
I forgot
leaf
about
tea.
ass tea.
Yeah, there's that ass tea aisle at Whole Foods. So if you help your baby get delivered.
And then you got induced, and for Brian and Megan, Megan basically fell asleep and woke up and was ready to have a baby.
Not my life story.
Oh, boy.
It was unbelievable. So we go in to get induced, and I actually lucked out. I was already 3 centimeters dilated. So when I was on the show 2 Wednesdays ago, just over 2 weeks ago, I was like, God, I don't feel great. I was having contractions the entire show, guys.
Sounds a good show.
I was in labor the whole time, and I didn't realize because the whole day I'm like, I don't feel the best. But I thought it was because I was nervous to go in and get induced.
Yeah.
So I made it to 3 centimeters by the time I came in, and then they were like, well, why are you getting induced? And I go, you know what? I don't get text notifications that my cervix had dilated. Like, I don't get updates. How was I supposed to know? You guys scheduled this appointment. like Case gets CNN updates. Apparently, I was supposed to get a buzz on my phone.
Look, Cervix Center is a great app. You
Yeah,
you get
I'm
cervix push notifications.
I'm like, how the hell would I know that? So they just started me right away on Pitocin, so we didn't have to do any of the get the cervix ready action.
Right.
So we started on Pitocin, and I really took to Pitocin. So a lot of people will get really high numbers, like 27, 47, etc. Right? I was on a 2. That's all I needed to be on because my body was just taking to it. And we're going through labor, and I was doing squats and stuff in the hallway. I was like, get this baby out of me. I was really focused. And something that my husband did while I was in labor was really interesting. So I was walking the hallway, and he was helping me because you have your IV and all this stuff, right? And I'm doing squats, I'm doing everything. It was the middle of the night, no one, super empty hospital. And my husband goes, hey, I know this is probably the wrong time to bring it up, and it's not the most important thing. And I look at him, and I'm like, oh my God, what? And he goes, God, I think I really hurt my nose earlier this week.
I swear I thought you were going to say it was something about Cubs tickets.
Cody Bellinger hasn't signed yet.
But and mind you, you want to know what happened to his nose earlier that week?
Did you punch him in the face?
No, I almost did then. I was like, it's about to get worse. No, I was fixing my shirt, pulling it down, and he sat up off the couch and ran into my elbow. And now he thinks his nose is broken.
Well, I'm concerned. I want to hear from him.
And
right
I go,
away.
you know
He
what?
should be checking in. I'm worried about him.
Yeah, no. I go, you know what? We're at the hospital. Do you want to go see a doctor and leave me alone? So finally we make it till morning. And it's go time. I'm like, I feel different. No drugs are working anymore. And they're like, okay, it's time to push. I pushed for 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
which was
wow.
a hoot.
Well, like I said, when Megan was only in labor for, I think, like 40 minutes or whatever, at least as far as the pushing. So 2.5 hours already, and you're not done.
Oh, yeah. I pushed for 2.5. So 18.5 hours of labor. I pushed for 2.5. Now, the crazy part is I hadn't eaten for 24 hours because you're talking about 18.5 hours just there. And then I didn't eat like the second before I went into the hospital.
I bet you were a peach at that point.
Oh, yeah. And I had been up for about 48 hours because I worked the previous day with you guys. And I thought that maybe I'd be able to fall asleep. And I never did because I was already dilated when I went in. And I didn't think that would happen. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, I was intending to sleep. So we're on like no food 24 hours, no sleep 48 hours. And the doctors were like, they try to give you these pep talks, and I'm in no mood. I'm like, I was so angry. I'm like, just stop talking to me. And my husband's like, honey, this is going to be the best day of our lives. I go, this is literally the worst day of my life. It's not. It is not the best day of my life. This is bull crap. I was so frustrated. And then the doctor goes, do you want to see? Like, do you want to watch it? And I looked at her. I go, the only thing I want to see is the baby out of my effing body. Is what I said. I want to see it.
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? Do you want to see like they would like a GoPro?
Like hold up a mirror so you can watch.
Yeah, that's old school.
I'm like, no, I don't want to see it. And like, my husband answered first. He goes, no, like we're fine.
Yeah,
because he would have passed out.
Being into that.
He was very by my face. Like he looked at me the whole time and helped. Like that was it.
I just picture these coaching sessions from the doctors going while you have the mirror up looking, the doctor going, okay, look, guys, this is what the off-season conditioning does. And you got to dig deep. How bad do you want that title?
Oh, my God.
How bad do you want this baby, Kenzie?
Oh, my God.
How bad?
But it's
I really wanted to give up. You guys don't understand because they say for a long time, I can see the head. So it was 2 hours in. She goes, I can see the head. And I go, you said that 2 effing hours ago. What is going on?
Everybody's seen the head by now.
I'm like, what is going out? Where is the head? Like, I'm so confused. I need progress.
How about a shoulder?
Dude, and these labor, I'm going to say all labor and delivery nurses right now are insane superheroes because the stuff they did all night, like helping me through contractions and checking on you, and they're like, let's do this position, let's do that. They are insane and they are heroes, which is what I found out. So I just want to say that because I much more enjoyed my nurse Brenda than my husband. like I was just like, I want Brenda here for the birth, and like my husband can wait. I was like, because she was incredible, and then I had another nurse, Megan, too, and they were unbelievable. But so because I was pushing for so long, my nurse took a phone call in between in between contractions, and ordered Chipotle.
Oh my God! Listen, some heroes do not wear capes.
No, did she get Chipotle for you or just her?
No, because it was a lot of eat. And it was okay. We got hospital meals immediately after we ordered, but I couldn't believe I'm like, are you hungry? Like your view is not one that I would even want, and it's my body. And like, she was like ordering. She's like, "Oh yeah, extra guac. I'm starving." I'm like, "What is going on?"
Yeah, Chipotle's good.
Man, I can't get a thing out of her. I'm gonna need some extra guac.
I know. She was like, "Listen, this is 2.5 hours. We're past lunchtime." Like she was ordering food.
That's amazing.
I'm like, I was blown away by it. But we finally got the baby, and that's the craziest moment of our lives, and everyone's in tears. And I was very happy and relieved. And it is crazy because I was so scared for the afterbirth. I was petrified of it. But I was in that point, like, the most painful thing could have happened. I didn't even notice. Like, I didn't notice stitches. I didn't notice it's unbelievable what something that would have caused you so much pain before. You don't even notice. Like, you're like, whatever. I don't even care.
You've already experienced anything a body can experience in that whole period. What else I don't care what else happens.
Like, whatever. So,
wow. And I bet those nurses didn't complain about their noses at all either.
No, they did not. They were eating their Chipotle, rocking and rolling, baby.
God, I just pictured of you eating that burrito bowl. And then they got to go in. Oh
my God. But it has been a journey. I want to shout out all the breastfeeding mamas and all the mamas in general too, because it's been the most physically exhausting thing ever.
We're so happy you checked in, and we want you to get more rest now. So go do that.
Yes.
Go do the rest. And I know there's more on the romance podcast. You're going to talk about the name.
We just dropped an episode. We took a little break. I was kind of busy last week.
No one else works these days.
And now there's a new episode this week. There's a lot of in-depth stories about everything. And actually, my husband has the funniest story about a place he went to in the hospital. And for a moment, I actually thought he left us at the hospital. And it's actually a really, really good story, though. So that's on the Romance Podcast, which is up, and you can find it on Q101.
And yeah, you get some rest, and we'll keep get check-ins here with you until you're back full time. We miss you terribly.
Oh, I miss you guys too. You guys actually whine less than my baby, which I was not anticipating.
That's huge.
That's a big,
that's
big
awesome.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's great.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Al Roker Jr. filling in for Kenzie. We just had her on there with a check-in, of course, on her maternity leave. And I'm curious what you're going to be watching this weekend, Roker. A lot of stuff on TV just to get everybody up to date. I don't know if you watch these type of things. For example, I'm excited about this just because she was in the building yesterday, and we missed her by 10 minutes. Kelly Rowland was in the building.
Okay.
And she's in Tyler Perry's Mea Culpa. It's tonight on Netflix. I guess it drops. It's a criminal defense attorney who sleeps with her client.
Wow.
Oh.
I want to see that.
That sounds thrilling.
Yeah.
I love these little teasers for the show.
Well, I think that one sold you.
It did. It worked. Mea Culpa starring Kelly Rowland as a criminal defense attorney who sleeps with her client. In case you don't know, Kelly Rowland was in Destiny's Child.
Yes.
And she's also did that song with Nelly. You know, Nelly, I love you.
Oh, Dilemma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought the song was Nelly, I love you.
It's not.
I love you. I love Nelly.
Yeah.
Comes to the state fair every year somewhere around the way.
I love that he's on country tours now. He tours with like Florida Georgia Line and people like that.
Country grammar.
I know. I understand that. I understand, Brian. That wasn't as clever as you thought it was.
I really thought it was clever. All right, so that's tonight on Netflix. That drops. I guess what I'm doing is, Megan's out of town, and we started finally watching The Bear. And I know I get it. Everybody's going to go, you're an idiot. You waited too long. No, I didn't, because we're still going to be away for the third season. Mm-hmm. So I'm just, getting those nice little nibbles of season 1. I can't watch season 2 this weekend because she's out of town. You make that agreement?
Oh, you won't have the time
together.
Do you want to watch it with her?
Yeah,
or are you saying because you're going to be watching the baby that you're not going to have time to watch it?
Well, I'm going to be watching the baby. She's not running around outside.
Okay.
Just so Harper, everybody knows she's going to be safe. It's just me and her.
You're not going to give her like whiskey on the gums or anything to get her to sleep, right?
You can do that.
It's a Jaeger on the gums in your house.
I'm not quite sure you're supposed to do that.
Oh, sorry.
Maybe Benadryl. Don't do that either. Don't. No, we're gonna play toys. But also, I did make an agreement. In fact, Megan threatened me to not watch Bear season 2 without her.
Okay.
So I'm gonna catch up on Curb because she doesn't like Curb that much, and I do. So
this season's been good so far.
I didn't even watch last season.
Okay.
So he doesn't know about like Spite stores or anything. He's a full season behind.
Okay.
So I'm going to definitely be, it's all Curb all weekend with no real, I'll watch obviously the Blackhawks game Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. But
Can I come over and watch that? Because I don't have any of those sports channels.
Wait, what do you got? Dish
I've
Network?
got Dish Network, and it does not have Marquee Network, so I can't watch Cubs games.
Yep.
It doesn't have NBC Sports Network,
right.
So I can't watch Sox games. I can't watch Bulls games, and I can't watch Blackhawks games. Other than that, I'm fine.
Well, what channels does it have?
Yeah, exactly. QVC. That's basically what I'm watching now. The football season's over. I literally was watching them sell ice cube trays the other day.
Well,
literally.
If there's a good deal on them. It did work?
They did not work.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
How do
that's
you
too
screw up
bad.
an ice cube tray?
It was not pretty.
Oh, wow.
It wasn't pretty.
Did they use the wrong shape?
Why don't you change from Dish Network? Because YouTube TV is great. I've had it for 5 years. I like YouTube TV. Cut the cord.
So how do you, I don't know. I'll think about it. Maybe you can convince me.
Do you have a smart TV?
Yes, I do.
That's all you need.
Yeah, you get on YouTube TV today watching Cubs White Sox at 2 o'clock on NBC Sports Chicago.
Just make sure you refer me when you signed up because I get $50.
Oh, okay. I'll get a referral. Right. Nice.
That's why I'm serious. YouTube TV.
Get a free Bluetooth speaker or something like that.
I get a football phone from ESPN. Other things on this weekend. Let's see here. The Sunday on A&E, 7 o'clock, the third season premiere of WWE Rivals, Triple H versus The Rock. This must be a whole wrestling series they're doing because then it's followed by biography WWE Legends featuring Randy Orton.
Yes, this is the third season for both of those. Have you not seen any of those?
I haven't, and this is my era of wrestling because the Attitude Era is what I liked and loved more. I don't really watch wrestling anymore. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just not for me anymore. I don't know.
Right.
Do you watch wrestling still?
I haven't watched wrestling in years.
Yeah.
I mean, I loved it during the Attitude Era.
Oh.
Right.
Remember the Rock Stone Cold battles at Rosemont Horizon?
Exactly.
Oh,
exactly. That was fun.
Now, Case is a new school wrestling guy, or at least he's a different realm of wrestling. He likes Japanese wrestling.
I do.
Oh, wow.
That's like my thing.
He's got a big podcast. It actually does pretty well.
Yeah, I do okay.
Yeah.
Modest.
I'm a modest Japanese wrestling podcaster.
Have you been watching these on A&E then?
Yeah, the biographies are better than the rivals because they make it seem like it's a real rivalry.
Oh.
Right? It's like, oh, yeah, well, Triple H and Stone Cold really hated each other. Like, no, they didn't. It was a storyline.
Yeah.
It's not real.
Oh.
Are you disappointed, Brian?
It's still real to me, damn it. You can watch that on Sunday night. Darius Ruckers on CMT Campfire Sessions. That's tonight at 9 on CMT.
Oh, my favorite.
He got a DUI recently or something.
Yes, he did.
Or
Oh, my God.
No, they just found drugs on him or something like
And
that.
he's back with the blowfish, right?
I didn't know
I
that.
think he's back with the blowfish.
Wow.
Back with the
Or
blowfish.
black with something. Whatever he got caught with.
What did the blowfish do all this time?
I don't know.
He's killing it. I mean, he's doing everything.
That's what I was going to say was, Fanatics, the sports apparel website, who was in a bunch of controversy because they screwed up the MLB jerseys this year. There's a Darius Rucker NFL Fanatics clothing line. So if you want new Bears gear, get the one that's Darius Rucker approved. The clothes actually look really nice.
Okay.
He's everywhere. He's doing everything.
Okay, well, he was arrested on drug charges in Williamson County, Tennessee, but it was a misdemeanor. Like he probably had just a small amount of weed on him or something.
He's good then.
He's all right. Yeah, he wasn't like on one of those speedboats from Cuba to Florida with 10 tons of coke.
You're saying Darius Rucker isn't a drug trafficker?
Yeah. They made it sound like when the TMZ, like, oh my God, he was arrested. Okay, he had a joint.
Yeah, false bottom in his suitcase.
I think he's earned it.
Yeah.
God. But wait, Hootie and the Blowfish are getting back together?
I didn't know this. I would think I would know this. I'm a big Hootie guy.
Yeah. I do wonder what the Blowfish have done all this time.
That should be a behind the music. It's not on Darius Rucker, but on the Blowfish themselves.
Well, do you think he breaks them off some money from
No, I don't.
Probably
no.
not. No.
So Hootie and the Blowfish to embark on a 43-city summer camp tour with Trucks Tour in 2020. What's that mean? Oh, Collective Soul's going to be on that show, too.
Oh, my God.
So, yeah, Collective Soul, Hootie and the Blowfish. It's a summer camp with Trucks Tour.
This has to be in Tinley Park, right?
I'm looking ahead here. Where are all the dates here? It is... It'll hit Tinley Park. No.
He's Case is literally marking his calendar. He's got pen in hand. He's literally about to write. He's so waiting to find out what the date is.
I drew a blank because I'm looking for Tinley Park and it says Credit Union 1 Amphitheater.
Oh, yeah. Well, I still call it the Tweeter Center.
I still call it the New World Music Theater. But anyway, that's what it's called now, not to be confused with Credit Union 1 Arena, which is the UIC Pavilion.
Which was the Pavilion, right?
God.
Yeah.
It's still the Rosemont Horizon. It's still the Sears Tower. It's still Lakeshore Drive.
Exactly. And Marshall Fields.
When are they coming to the Credit One Union Amphitheater?
Now, this might be a problem, Case.
Oh, no.
August 9th. Now,
Why is that a problem?
Isn't Metallica at Soldier Field August 9th? Or is that it's right around that time? And then Pumpkins and Green Day is the 13th at Wrigley, I think.
Oh, my God. Metallica's August 9th.
Whoa, so you got Hootie down there and Metallica in the city.
A battle of the Titans.
But Metallica will do 2 shows, right?
They are.
Yeah, but...
So it'll be a Friday, Sunday, right?
Yeah, this is the first of the 2 shows Metallica's doing. What a week if you can hit Hootie, Metallica, and then Green Day 2 days later. That's living.
Green Day and Pumpkins and Rancid at Wrigley on that Tuesday.
God. I need a cigarette thinking about that.
I'm glad we discovered this, that Hootie and the Blowfish was back. All right. That's a great tour coming up. Well, listen, it's 9 o'clock. We promised you world premiere music from Linkin Park. It's called Friendly Fire. And let's give it to you right now. Why don't we enjoy the song first, and then we'll tell you more about it afterward. But it's world premiere music from Linkin Park right now on Q101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.